Well, hello everybody, welcome back to Just Gaming Today. Today we're going to play some Infinitode 2, and we're going to try and make some more progression in the levels here. But before we do that, we're going to spend the points that we have in our research tree. Now, at the end of the last run, I was excited about investing in our target here, which was coins generation. So when we finished up the last run, I did invest in this, and I accidentally invested in this, but it's not a bad one, so I'm just going to leave it as is. Force wave bonus is 2%. Bonus coins for calling the next enemy wave. So that just extends that wave bonus. So we already had a wave interval here, so hopefully the wave bonus pays out some dividends with more coins. Something you'll notice as you progress in the game is things get harder and harder and harder. More coins equals a lot of power. So we saw that in Outhold as we were able to increase our coins. And, I think there was a thing in Outhold where, you clicked on it and took that in the research tree and it gave you an additional coin when you killed enemies. Things like that. Super, super powerful and helped us progress quite a bit in the game. Same holds true here. Any ability to reduce the price of things or get gold coins is generally a good ability to try and have. So we do have some things to spend here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I did mention this in the last one that progressing up this main line here is very, very important. Do not delay. Unless you have something you really, really have to have, you kind of want to keep working up this chain here. This opens up a lot of power. It looks a little deceiving, but it opens up different parts of the game. You can mine different things. It opens up resources, and that is all very, 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 very important. It's also good to work on your towers. Don't get me wrong. This main line here works on overall bonuses to the entire game. So this will be bonuses for all of your towers or different parts of the aspects of the game. And then individual towers are in these brackets here. So what we want to do here is kind of take a look at what do we get here. So bubble sort. So bubble sort costs 50 of our blue. I'm just going to do it. And you see what it does. Effects, map editor available. So this lets you open up your map editor now. So that's something that doesn't seem all that important, but it progresses us up this this line here. So let's look at the next one. The next one is opened after you complete level 2.4, and it gives bonus power per tower level till level 10. So this builds in a little bit of extra power for your towers, and this is really important because it's just something that just happens in the background, and you'll notice a little bit. It's like, oh, I am getting more power out of these towers. I am doing things like that, and I am seeing an effect. This is a really good one. With the bubble sort, we did open this user map size. This one, until you get the editor and you're building your own maps, I wouldn't invest in this one quite yet. We're looking to push this tree up. So that's where we want to go. So, we have the ability to mine this scalar now. We have 958 of them. So we have a lot of places that we can invest our vector into. So let's take a look here. We've had the different towers that are doing a lot of work. I think this one's been research level 2. I am going to increase this one, although I'm not looking to increase the max level any higher on the freezing for now. I do want to look at maybe increasing the experience points so it can get an additional level of in the freezing. So let's go back to the basic tower and take a look here. So right now we've got this to level 2 with the experience points. I'm going to do this to level 3 as well. And then I'm also going to max the level up on our basic tower again. So we can really start to see that in our basic tower, we're going to start to invest quite a bit of points. It is the basic tower, but it is an important tower. So each of these towers, although this one's the beginning tower, they still hold importance throughout the game, especially for completing quests. So later on, you can redo this tree and stuff if you want to. I don't do that often, but I believe you can reset the tree. I forget exactly how. But they're, I don't do it. But because you eventually want everything maxed out anyways. And although the basic tower doesn't remain this gem all the way through the game, it does have a lot of power throughout 90% of the game. And it is needed to complete a lot of quests. So don't feel like you're wasting your money. Like, oh, the basic tower, it's not as good. You still need it, and it does play a significant role in the game. I think the other thing we're gonna do is maybe invest again in the experience here. I want to push this so we can get the freezing tower to level 7. So right now I think its max is level 5, and I also want to do this with the basic tower. Whenever I can get this one upgraded again, I want to do that. So I need scalar and I need the blue. So I'm going to upgrade the freezing one more time, and then we're going to take a pause on upgrading anything else. My target next time is this one here. And why I want that is at level 7, there's another ability that opens up. So as your tower's leveling experience point wise, you get that second level ability. So I want to do that and try and push the basic tower right now so it has more power than it should at this point into the game. And trying to abuse that situation. So let's go select the level. We had just completed level 2.2. Before, running this one, I had run both of these, so they still haven't refreshed yet. See this negative 100% XP? It applies to levels where you've completed them or you've had a run. It'll stay at this minus 100% XP for a little bit. Kind of doing some recording back to back, so you can see these are still here. So we're going to go into this level 2.3, and this one is our first level where there's a lot going on. So you can see here, there's a lot of tile bonuses. We get to choose, what we're putting in to these tile bonuses. That's going to be fun. There's significant things to mine. So we got a pure scalar. We don't have a pure vector, but we have a pure scalar. We can get a decent amount of vector out of one of these two sources. So we should be able to mine okay. We need to get to level 57 for a 3-star run. I don't know. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. We should be able to eke out at least 2. And then there's significant bonuses along the way to those 2 stars. You get some keys and some resources and so forth. Then we have 2 active quests beyond the wave quest that's up here. Score gained during one game is 8,900 and enemies killed 1,850. So there's quite a bit of things for us to work on here. So let's get into it. Now here, I do have some scalar left over, so I'm going to go ahead and buy 1 blizzard as well. I may or may not use it, but these are the abilities that are now active in the game. We have 2 active abilities, fireball and blizzard. We can use those during the run. So let's see what we got here. So the very first thing I like to do all the time is look at what's coming in these waves. So in the first 9 waves, I don't have to worry about any helos. But at some point in time, the helos are coming. So we have to have something that can attack air units. So we're going to have to definitely put that in. And then the next thing I want to look at are the tile advantages. So the tile advantages is an upgrade discount. So it's going to be cheaper to upgrade towers that we put here, slightly cheaper. This tower is going to give bonus gold coins when it kills things. We can sell. So when we sell something here, we're going to get almost all the money back. This is a high level tile as well. It's got the level 4. So you see these little like kind of arrow things on the edges indicate what level the tile is. I think this is level 0. I'm not sure. So yeah, level 0. And then if it had a little thing, it'd be level 2. Anyways, projectile speed here is 160%. So the projectiles fired here will go faster. Then we have a damage, which 115. We have another damage of 115 here. We have another upgrade discount here and a projectile. So we have lots of these little tiles that's going to have some extra advantages on it. So we looked at the tiles. We know the waves that are coming. The helos are a little bit away. So let's look at our freeze map. So if we freeze here, I think, let's click on it just so we can see the ranges. So if we freeze here and here, I think that's effective. The other freeze might need to be here. So I am going to go ahead and put the first freeze here. I like having one freeze out. I'm going to go ahead and throw a basic tower here just to get some extra gold coins because it's going to be able to do a lot of work in the beginning. We might sell it and put something else there later, but for the time being, let's just put a basic tower in. And then I want to figure out a cannon somewhere. The cannon's probably going to be. I like the cannons on the side so I don't have to rotate as much. So I am going to put a cannon maybe here and get the projectile speed going as well. So it should have a good range here that we can take effect. And also it's parked right across from this freezing tower. So it can be part of the frozen area right at the beginning. So let's do that. And then I am going to look to, let's see, that one's upgrade. This one's damaged. Let's go ahead and throw a basic tower here as well. So this is our first layout here. You can follow this advice or not. This is just how I would do it. And if I ran this map again, I might not do it this way anyways. So we're going to look for a freezing tower here and here, just as far as our freeze map is concerned. And then everything else will have to play out. So let's get started. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. Hope the rest of it's good too. I have a little time before I need to go out into the cold for a meeting. So I figured to squeeze in some videos and squeeze in some fun. I started this channel just because I really enjoy gaming and really enjoy kind of just talking about gaming to friends and family and anybody that'll listen. And YouTube seemed like a decent outlet, even if I'm only talking to myself kind of right now. I don't have a ton of subscribers yet. But if you enjoy talking about games, leave a comment or subscribe to the channel. I'm going to try and keep going with this and try different games. I'm also open for suggestions. I love playing different demos and trying to figure out how to figure out the game, So part of gaming is like figuring out the game that you're playing and figuring out how to do well with it. So I think another cannon here is going to be good. So how to do well with the game and understand, what did the creator, what kind of thought did they put into the game and, what is fun for them. Typically, if someone's creating a game, they're going to create a game that they find interesting or fun. So I'm going to put an anti-aircraft gun down here just because I think we're going to need it at some point. And then I might put another one here at some point. I'm looking to keep, it looks like we kept everything out here. So I'm going to go ahead and put down this next freeze map if we can. If these weak ones get far, down some more damage, but I wouldn't mind laying down our whole freeze map. So our whole freeze map's done. What I mean by that is just you see most of the map is covered in a freeze potential. I might put one more freeze down here just to cover this corner so things just continuously stay frozen. But maybe eking this out a little bit would be okay. I'm going to put an anti-aircraft gun here. Just have one that does a little more damage. Yeah, I might go ahead and put a cannon in here. I don't want the cannon to turn as much. So if I put a freeze in here, I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to put a cannon in here, and I'm going to start laying out some more basic towers. Let's see if we get this basic tower here. Probably a basic tower here. Or would that be the best place for another freeze? That would overlap two freeze zones. Yeah, I'm going to put the basic tower here and look to... Maybe we do try and do like a double freeze effect here. We really don't need snipers, so it's not that a sniper would be terrible. I might actually put a sniper here just so we can have something that's firing long range. But the sniper's kind of going to be very effective. It's only really going to be taking these out, so I might be talking myself out of it before we get there. But let's see what we got here. I am going to put one more of these anti-aircraft ins because the helo has to be coming soon. So it's level 17, we're on 12. I just want to have some anti-aircraft established. Might actually have to use this for anti-aircraft. There's only so many of them. It looks like a good time to maybe squeeze in this scalar miner. We've got a pretty good, we only have 2 more platforms left. This is probably going to be a basic. This might be good for a cannon, but I think we're going to need 3 of these anti-aircraft eventually. We might only need 2, but I'm going to have enough money sitting here so that we can invest in an anti-aircraft if we need it. So we look to be doing okay from a ground-based. You know, the farthest they've gotten is here. It might get about the same here. A little bit farther, but not by much. This is the splat map. This is where everything has died. So you can see where you've killed the weaks, where you've killed the basics. And then this, I think that we're a couple away from the helo. So I'm going to keep a little bit of the gold coins. The helo is, I think 41 right now. Yeah. They get much cheaper as you invest in them. You can invest in decreasing the initial cost. You can invest in decreasing the upgrades. At the moment, everything's leveling up experience-wise, but they're not leveled up. I haven't leveled up a single tower from a upgrade status. Depending on how we do with these helos, I'm either going to go for another tower here to take out the helos, or looking to get this vector miner in. Looks like we'll take those out. Speed, I'm going to go with maybe speed here. Yeah, let's go with speed. I think we're going to be okay taking those out. I still think this last one's going to be yeah, I'm going to put the vector miner in. I still think this last one's going to be anti-aircraft, but we're going to keep it just kind of as is for the moment. We're going to do damage here because we want this tower to kill. And speaking of, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade it a few times because I want it to do more damage and kill things with its bullet so I get some additional coins. I'm going to look at upgrading the freeze here as well. Oh, there's immediately another helo. I didn't know that. So there's not a helo for a long time after this. So we'll see if we need to put one of these in here. Actually, it might be a good time to just upgrade these, get some additional speed or additional area. But I'm going to wait a second just to make sure we can kill them off. It looks like we can. So I'm going to upgrade this one. I want to look to up. I really want to push this particular tower to see if it can get more of the kills. While the levels are, or while the the power of these are still within a basic tower's range, killing. And we've never had a basic tower that actually does a ton of damage. The cannons should be able to do some work here. Yeah, we're okay. Really want to just keep upgrading this tower. It's probably not the most advisable thing to do, but I want to try my best to just earn as many extra coins as we can here. Yeah, we're doing all right there. I think it actually killed a fair number of... So 175, I'm going to hold off on that, and I'm going to start just doing some basic upgrades here along the way. So that way we make some progress towards, establishing a better power level amongst our other towers as well. There's no platform down here, yeah. Just wanted to check. Sometimes they put a platform like laying out here in Nowhereville. We could throw a sniper into it. Speaking of, I want to get this one upgraded, so that's all. I'm going to go ahead and set it on auto now that I have everything established other than this one platform. I'm still not sure what to put there. Probably going to be anti-aircraft, but see when the next helos come in. Nothing on the map yet. I'm going to upgrade these freeze. Just get that freezing going throughout the map. And really what I'm looking, not necessarily to increase the power of the freeze, I'm looking to increase the coverage. So right now, the coverage here is almost down here. I want these two to overlap here as much as we can. So I'm looking to just get things frozen and have them frozen the entire way. And to do that, I need to increase the range a little bit. You'll see if we hover over, that's how much it's going to increase the range by. It's not a lot, but it is enough to, I'm going to skip this one for now. This one I'm going to keep at level 1 just because it's only really covering this area here. It does do some effective double freezing, so that's not a big deal. You don't have to worry about investing in this one. You can invest as much as you want into it. Um, but it is kind of like a double freezer where the overlap is. So it's not spending that is wasted. I'm gonna make a round on these basics. I might actually upgrade this one twice because it's got that extra little bit of damage there. And as things are progressing, I'm also going to check has a helo showed up because I want to upgrade those aircrafts. Yeah. So I want to upgrade these anti-aircraft again before we get to those helos. Upgrading them and forgetting about the helos is kind of something that's going to stop your progression in these maps quite a bit. Um, So this one leveled up twice. So level 4 and level 7, I get the second one. I'm going to go with attack speed. This is what I was talking about, is getting your towers to that experience point, level 7. It gets to pick 2 bonuses. So let's do large caliber on this one as well. I might do ricochet on this one as we progress. This one I wanted to do just pure damage if I could. Now we established both our mines. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this mine just while we have a respite there. And let's keep upgrading these. I might actually upgrade this one to level 3 because we do have a helo coming up here soon. Then basic. Then I want to try and have enough money saved up. I need 41 to potentially put another anti-aircraft tower in here. So far so good on this. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. Let some money accumulate. 109, I still have enough for another tower if I need it. Helo's coming now. I'm going to slow it down for the helos just so I can watch kind of how these 2 towers take advantage of these helos here. See, nothing else is firing. The only thing that's killing here is this. I'm going to go ahead and make this level 4, and I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this one if I can. 46, yep. Just want to be able to buy that last helo. I do think I'm going to have to invest in another helo tower here, unfortunately, because they're just going to get stronger and stronger. The next wave isn't on the map yet, so I'm going to leave this open still. But I'm going to get this out of the way and just get that upgraded. So we have 2 level 4 anti-aircraft guns now. It's as far as they can go. I can't really do much else with them. Look, they upgrade this cannon. Kind of got a little death row going here. The vast majority of our kills is within this area here. Wouldn't mind getting this up to level 5 if we can. And then going back and upgrading that other basic tower. Here I'm going to take the scatter, or the splinters, the shrapnel thing there. And I'm taking that mostly because it's weaker enemies. So I'm looking to do more splash damage and so forth. So 175 is a lot, but I think having this particular tower is going to earn us more gold. So I want to kind of get it to its max. We can. These weeks are going to start squeaking through here, so I don't like this necessarily. But that one's done, and then I'm going to put in freezing percentage here. I'm going to upgrade these guys once a piece. And this one. So all of our basics are level 3. Now let's see if we can do some cannons. Upgrade this one first. Go back and get this one. To upgrade this freezing if we can. Just to kind of get everything real nice and frozen. The ability to get things frozen It's going to be really, really good. I'm going to get this one before they start squeaking closer. You can see there's a lot less towers over here on this side, so there's less things to kill enemies. So I'm going to get everything really, really frozen here as much as I can. Okay, so 332 seems pretty good. I'm going to start working on these cannons a little bit because the weak enemies are going to be where we're going to be looking to take most of our damage at the moment. So I think we're going to get through this one okay. Hopefully, maybe upgrade this one first. It's a little farther down the rail and then come back and grab this one. I thought, I was keeping these on nearest, but they tend to turn a little too much. So maybe, they turn to get that first, yeah, they turn to get that first. So let me do ricochet here and see if we get some ricochet action going. Yeah, they turn to get that first one targeted, then they seem to just stay in that direction. So I'm kind of okay with let's go here. So we get our second one here. So I was on attack speed. I'm going to go with damage on this one as well because it's a damage one. So I want to try and abuse that extra percents of damage as we progress here. One more upgrade for this cannon. This cannon here doesn't rotate a lot. So I'm just going to keep it where it's at. I'm going to put a basic tower in here just kind of maybe pick off as an assassin. And let's see what we got here. Yeah, I don't know if I can hold that off for the helos. The helo's just going to do damage to us. I'm going to start pumping up a tower here just to kind of take off things as we have them coming at us. These are 4s. Let's upgrade this one and slow things down some more if we can. Yeah, we're going to start taking too much damage here, I think. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of damage. So I don't know if we're going to go. We got the neck. If we get through this one wave, I don't know that we're going to, but if we can get through this one wave, we get the star, or it's this one. Okay, so this one's the one that's really going to get us then. So actually, I'm going to destroy this tower, put in an anti-aircraft, and upgrade the heck out of it. We can't take 3 points of damage. I think we're going to though. We're going to 3. Oh, we didn't get the gold star yet. Oh, we have to get the 57. I was thinking we were almost there. So helos don't come again. So I can actually destroy this one. I know I did that just to make it through the helo level. We didn't have enough life. Anyways, but you see, you can destroy towers and get some of your money back and just have it around for the helos. You kind of got to do that at these levels where you don't have access to the next tower that can hit the aircraft. But we did okay. Yeah, getting 2 gold stars out of that was really good. We almost eked out 3 stars. We're a couple of waves away from that. So I'm not too disappointed with that one. Let's go back. Let's take a look at our research. We do have a chest to open here. Good amount of vector. That's really, really good. And then we do have a box that we can purchase here. So let's go over here and grab that too. So we got scalar out of that one. So getting these resources that you can mine out of these boxes is quite good. That's something that I look for when I open new boxes. I really want this, especially in the beginning. Later on, it might not be as important because you end up getting to a point where, you start accumulating massive amounts of these, but that is not the situation we're in at the moment. Also, you can look down here and see if there's anything worthwhile purchasing. My opinion, at least right now, in the game is you do not want to do stuff like this. You do not want to turn scalar into green papers. Green papers is probably the easiest resources to get. So you don't really want to typically spend for green papers unless it's a lot. So in a previous video, I spent this accelerator currency on a massive amount. I think it was 85,000 papers. And that just secured a bunch of papers just to sit here and help me do the things I wanted to do. Now, this accelerator currency you can use for a variety of things. Typically, it's used in this like lucky shot thing. You have ways to like shoot this wheel and you spin it and you get some. You get the item that it lands on. Now you want to kind of understand what you're looking for here and whatnot. So I'm not gonna. I don't think I have the ability to make a spin. I think you need two of these little tickets or one of these tickets to spin the wheel. I'm not really sure. It wasn't intuitive to me like how to make the wheel spin. So this is the spinner. You drag it down and it spins the wheel. So when you are able to do it, you can go down there and do that. Now here, this is interesting. So an orange chest is quite powerful. We could get an awful lot of resources out of it for 20 accelerator, and it's minus 45% off. So I think I'm going to do that. I don't know if this is a good purchase or not. This accelerator currency is very rare, but to get 5 boxes for 20, it seems like a good play. Let's see what we get out of them. Okay, we got a lot of scalar there. That's good. And we got a ton of different stuff for building maps. Okay, we did not get any resources. That's okay. Let's see if we get here. So we did get this cyan color is the highest level there. Unfortunately, I wanted some more resources. So we did get some more scalar. That's a lot of scalar. So I'm happy with that. If we get one more resource hit, maybe some vector. Yes, vector and scalar. So that's really what I wanted at this point. Now, later on, when you're opening these boxes, you don't really care about what I'm caring about right now. But at this juncture in the game, this is extremely valuable for our research tree. So we didn't get any more keys. We're good there. Let's go back. We earn those items. Let's go back. So we have 62 slots in the research tree. Let's take a look at the gold star. I'm not really sure what I want to go for here yet. Maybe we'll take a look at that at the start of the next video. But for now, I could purchase balance, which evenly distributes experience to the nearest towers and increases their XP level by 1 for each level of the modifier. Does it diminish experience if this leads to decrease of the tower's level? Now, there's going to be something called mods coming into the game at some point. I'm not very good with them, but you do use them. And basically, they sit in a platform and affect the towers that are next to them. They're kind of like tower enhancers. We had played a game called Robocon. It's a demo that I have a video up on, and it has a similar thing. It has little enhancers that you put in between your towers, and it affects multiple towers or one tower, depending on how many kind of hooks it has on it. This is very similar. I think Robocon probably got that idea from this one. It's not something new to the tower defense. If you play tower defense games, you kind of understand it, but it is a very, very complex thing in this game. There's a lot of different modifiers, and there's a lot of different things that you can do in the game where those modifiers become extremely powerful on certain maps. So, as we get into the game, we'll see more of those. Look here, binary search. This is that power level that we talked about. We did open this one because we completed 2.4, and this one's matrix, which is the third mining. We need to open 3.1. So this matrix is going to be a little bit of a while. I don't think we've opened with 2.4. Let's check the levels real quick. No. So the next level here is going to be our next video. Eventually I'll go back and try and make a video where we go back and try and get these extra stars here. And actually run this bonus. But I really want to get this tower unlocked here so we can see what the splash tower is all about and show you guys. I think the splash tower is able to hit flying enemies as well. So that's another thing that will help us out against those helos that are flying at us, or helis. I forget exactly what it says. But I think that's going to be it for today. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you're doing in the game, or if you've tried it, or if you are looking forward to trying it. It's very cold here, so stay warm. And if you're under the same circumstance, otherwise, have an awesome day. Take care, everybody.